In the top stories, citizens of St. Kitts and Nevis retain visa-free access to the UK under new travel scheme. Antigua and Barbuda Tourism Authority partners with Premier Gospel Awards 2024, and tech billionaire pulls off first private spacewalk high above Earth. Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Midday Newscast. Today is Thursday, September 12th, 2024. I'm Scotty Sia Hendrickson. Nationally, the government of St. Kitts and Nevis has announced that its citizens will retain visa-free access to the United Kingdom under the new UK Electronic Travel Authorization, or ETA scheme, set to launch in 2025. The ETA will be required for short-term stays for tourism, study, or business purposes. From November 27, 2024, nationals of St. Kitts and Nevis can apply for the UK ETA through an app or online portal, with the system officially becoming mandatory on January 8, 2025. The authorization will allow multiple entries into the UK for up to 2 years, or until the traveler's passport expires, whichever comes first. The UK ETA aims to enhance border security while providing a smoother entry process for non-visa nationals. According to the UK government, the application process is designed to be quick and efficient, taking approximately 10 minutes to complete and costing £10. The ETA is required for stays of less than 6 months, covering holidays, short-term study, and business trips. The scheme, which also applies to other CARICOM nationals and nations, the US, Europe, and other regions, ensures that St. Kitts and Nevis continues to enjoy seamless access to the UK without the need for a traditional visa. Prime Minister Dr. Terence Drew expressed confidence that the streamlined process would benefit the citizens of St. Kitts and Nevis, facilitating easier and quicker travel to the UK. For further details on the UK ETA and the application process, visit the UK government's website at gov.uk. The Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis is hosting the 9th meeting of the OACS Council of Ministers, or COMEDU, chaired by Honorable Dr. Jeffrey Hanley, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Education, Youth, Social Development, Gender Affairs, Aging and Disabilities. Ministers of Education, Sustainability and Health from across the region are participating in high-level discussions under the theme Regional Development and Sustainability through Quality Education and Social Empowerment. Speaking at the commemorative ceremony on September 11th, Dr. Hanley emphasized a collaborative approach to regional growth.
It is not merely about economic growth, but about creating an environment where all individuals can thrive. Sustainability in this context means ensuring that our development strategies are inclusive, equitable, and environmentally sound. As a region, we must diversify our economies to reduce dependency on a single sector. This involves investing in emerging industries such as technology, renewable energy, and sustainable agriculture. Infrastructure development is also a vital part of regional development. If we are to capitalize on the numerous emerging markets, then our digital infrastructure must be developed to support our growing digital economy.
Highlighting the role of education in regional development, Dr. Hanley added, quality education is a fundamental right and the cornerstone of sustainable development. The 3-day meeting is currently being held in the Antigua Room at the St. Kitts Marriott Resort and is scheduled to end today. In a rain-affected 13th match of the Republic Bank Caribbean Premier League, or CPL, the Barbados Royals secured their 3rd consecutive victory, defeating the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons by 10 runs on the Duckworth-Lewis Stern, or DLS method in Bridgetown. After being put into bat, the Falcons set a competitive target of 176 for 5. thanks to a composed 92-run partnership between Sam Billings and Justin Greaves, a record stand for any wicket for the Falcons. The Royals' response began shakily, with Mohamed Amir delivering a maiden over. Rakeem Cornwall, frustrated after facing 6 deliveries, was caught at mid-off by Roston Primus on his first ball from Chris Green. While Primus celebrated the early wicket, his fortunes quickly changed, with the Royals on 81 for 2 after 11 overs, needing 96 runs from the remaining 54 balls. Primus bowled a disastrous over that conceded 23 runs. His wayward deliveries, including 4 wides and 3 chest-high full-toss no-balls, along with 2 fours, a 6, and the wicket of Quinton de Kock, was caught behind for 48 off 30 balls. By the end of the over, the Royals had raced to 104 for 3, significantly boosting their run rate. However, rain halted play several times, and a heavy downpour eventually forced the match to be called off with 7 overs remaining. The Royals were comfortably ahead on DLS, securing the victory by 10 runs. Quinton de Kock was named player of the match for his confident 48-run knock. The South African left-hander has accumulated 154 runs in 3 innings, averaging 77 in this year's competition. The win moves the Royals to the second place on the table with 6 points, just behind the Guyana Amazon Warriors, who led on net run rate. In regional news, the Antigua and Barbuda Tourism Authority has announced a partnership with the Premier Gospel Awards 2024, a celebrated event in the UK gospel music scene. Led by Sherry Osborne, Director of Tourism for the UK and Europe, this collaboration aims to strengthen cultural ties between the UK and Antigua and Barbuda through music. This year's awards introduce a new Best Worship Group category, highlighting the talent and spiritual dedication of worship groups across the UK. The finalist, New Jerusalem Worship Team, KXC, Sounds of Liberty, and Tab Worship, are recognized for their outstanding musical skill and impact on the global gospel music community. Public voting is nearing its conclusion, and the winning group will receive a all-expenses-paid holiday to Antigua and Barbuda, including accommodation at the Harbor Island residence in Jolly Harbor Marina and tickets to the Playing to Inspire concert on April 12th. The finalists have impressive backgrounds. The New Jerusalem Worship Team includes members who have supported Brit Award artist Ray. Sounds of Liberty features singers who have performed with leading Afrobeat artists, and Tab Worship has performed at Stormzy's private event. These achievements reflect the broad influence of UK gospel talent. Faith and music are key elements of our culture in Antigua and Barbuda, so we are delighted to support the Premier Gospel Awards and celebrate the incredible talent within the UK gospel community, said Colin C. James, CEO of the Antigua and Barbuda Tourism Authority. Aljuan Obi, Station Director of Premier Gospel, added, quote, "We are thrilled to partner with the Antigua and Barbuda Tourism Authority. This collaboration highlights our shared commitment to celebrating cultural excellence," end quote. To vote for your favorite group, visit www.premiergospelaward.org.uk. In international news, a tech billionaire performed the first private spacewalk 35 miles above Earth on Thursday, a high-risk endeavor reserved for professional astronauts until now. Tech entrepreneur Jared Isaacman teamed up with SpaceX to test the company's brand new spacesuits on his chartered flight. The daring feat also saw SpaceX engineer Sarah Gillis going out once Isaacman was safely back inside. Isaacman emerged first from the hatch, joining a small elite group of spacewalkers who until now had included only professional astronauts from a dozen countries. He said, quote, "Back at home, we have a lot of work to do, but from here, it sure looks like a perfect world," as the capsule soared above the South Pacific. Each had 12-foot tethers but did not unfurl them or dangle at the end unlike what happens at the space station, where astronauts routinely float out of much lower orbit. The commercial spacewalk was the main focus of the 5-day flight financed by Isaacman and Elon Musk's company, and the culmination of years of development geared towards settling Mars and other planets. Malaysian police have rescued 402 children and teenagers that they suspect were physically and sexually abused across 20 care homes. The victims, aged 1 to 17, were said to have endured various forms of abuse, with some allegedly forced to perform sexual acts on other children, said Police Inspector Razendru at a press conference. Police have arrested 171 suspects, including religious teachers and caretakers. At a press conference on Wednesday, the inspector told reporters that some of the suspects, aged between 17 to 64, would allegedly touch the children, claiming it was part of a religious treatment. Some children were also reportedly taught to perform similar sexual acts on other children at the home. The raids come days after police opened an investigation against the Islamic Global Inshawab business group over child exploitation. The police has since confirmed that the two cases are linked. And now for the weather. Present weather is cloudy. Winds are moderate from the east-northeast at 13 miles per hour. The temperature for today is 27 degrees Celsius or 81 degrees Fahrenheit. Seas are 1 to 1.5 meters or 3 to 5 feet. The weather forecast predicts partly sunny skies with brief cloudy spells and a 60% or moderate chance of showers. Tonight will be partly cloudy to cloudy with a 70% or high chance of showers, some of which could be moderate to locally heavy at times, accompanied by isolated thunderstorms. Sunset today will be at 6:16 p.m. and sunrise tomorrow will be at 5:59 a.m. And that brings us to the end of the ZIZ Midday Newscast. Join us this evening for these stories and more in detail. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Scotty Sia Hendrickson.